Okay, welcome to the next tutorial. In this tutorial, what we're going to be doing is clicking onto this link here in the OneNote, and it will take you to a piece of software called Blockly Duino. And it's an online piece of block coding software. It's very easy to use. And what we have over here on the side of our blocks tab, we have our Arduino tab where we have the code that's these blocks have generated. So in each of these names on the side, you'll find all the different blocks that I've coded in here. And this is for the Y maze. So the first thing I've done is I've set up a variable, and this variable is called countergate. And it's sort of like the door for the dinosaur coming in and out. And I've set that envelope called countergate. I could have called it Bob if I wanted to. And in fact, I'm going to rename this variable to Bob. So it makes sense. Okay, there we go. They're all Bob now. So Bob is set to 1, Bob the envelope. And this is the first if statement, and it's got a condition. So what this condition, it's an AND statement. So in logic, you find that there and you just drag it out, and it's got a little jigsaw piece there that just had an if statement like so, and drag that out. Then they just sort of chunk in together. And then it says the next one is an equal statement. So I can just drag that out like that and just drop it in like so. And then I can go to my variables that I've created, and I can create new variables, but I've got a variable here that I've already created. So if you want to create a variable, you just drag it in like this, and you say rename variable, and then you can call it whatever you want. So we're going to call this Penny. Penny, it doesn't matter what it is. And then, so if you go back over here to your variables, there, Penny's going to be there all the time. But this is Bob. And Bob, the variable, we can just drag that out, and we can equal that to whatever number. So that's the first part. I'll go to maths and I'll find that in there and I'll drag that. All right. And this digital read pin 8 is my button. You know how I had a button, I press the button. So that's what that is. So if Bob equals 1 and the digital read, which is the button pressed, equals 8, then it's going to do these things. So these are the conditions for the if, and it's going to, this is the buzzer. It's going to play a buzzer sound. You can change that frequency to make it high pitch. It's going to turn a light on, then it's going to turn it off, then it's going to turn it on again, and then it's going to set Bob to 2. So almost very similar to what we did in the other one. Then the next one is, again, if Bob equals 2 and the button's pressed, it's going to turn on the buzzer, but this time it's going to turn on the next LED. It's going to do the same thing. Then we set Bob to 3. So if Bob's 3 now and the button is pressed, then it's going to make a sound and then set the next LED on and off until it stays on, set Bob to 4. Gets a little tricky down here because now what we do is we say if Bob is 4, then the digital read, which is the button pressed, it's going to set Bob to 5. So the next if statement is, all right, if Bob is equal to 5, then I want you to just have all those LEDs flashing on and off with the buzzer going. And that's how the code works. So once you've put all this together, you're going to go to Arduino and you find the code in the OneNote. And you're just going to take the code and you're going to sort of drag down and then press Control C on your keyboard, or you can just right click and go copy. Then you're going to go into the Arduino software and you need to get rid of all this, what's in there. So what I do is I just drag a window down through all of it, or you can go Control A and I press backspace. So you've got to check there's nothing here, just got 1 and nothing. Then Control V will copy it in, Control V, or you can go Edit and Paste, and it will paste it in. Make sure that it's set to your Uno. Make sure that it's also connected to the right port, which will give you the right port here. Once it's done that, just press upload and it should, hopefully, fingers crossed, work. Okay, so that's the end of this tutorial.